welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. What I want to do today is share just something that I heard today. A couple things, actually. The first one, I heard this, and I can't even tell you for sure who it was from. By the voice, I believe it was Les Brown, but I don't know that for sure. But it just was 3 key points that I thought were pretty incredible, and nothing real new, but just solidifies a lot of the things we've been talking about. And what he said was, someone's opinion of you doesn't have to dictate your reality. And he says there's 3 things you've got to think about. You've got to change your mindset. You've got to do that because you don't get in life what you want. You get in life what you are. The next thing was practice OQP, only quality people. We've talked a lot about that. Proximity is power. Who you surround yourself with is who you become. And then the last part was develop your communication skills, because once you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. And I just thought those were great points, things that we just need to remember, practice, and put into our lives. Now, the other thing I heard was from John Assaraf. Now, if you know who John Assaraf is, you know the success he's had, the things he's done, and because of that, the way that he said this carries a lot of weight with it. And he talked about at a point in his life when someone told him about goal setting that changed everything for him. And what it was that he was with this individual, and they told him, everyone sets goals. I'm going to do something different though. I'm going to show you how to achieve goals. And so that's what he talked about. And obviously with what John's done, he's taken these things to another level, and he's achieved some amazing things in his life. But the first thing he said, write out your goals. Put them all out. Write out your vision for your health, your wealth, your career, your relationships, your finances, all those things. And if you don't have written goals right now, go to jeffheggie.com, get my free momentum series, and that's going to help you. Now, just a note, if you've done that recently and you had any problems with it, I wasn't aware of it. There was a glitch in the system, but I've got that fixed now. So go to jeffheggie.com, get my free momentum series, and when you get that, sign up for it. It'll be a free series, but within 5 minutes you should have the first email. If for any reason you don't get it, check your spam junk folder, because it could be there. I tested out with my daughter's email today. One of them worked, the other daughter, it went to her spam. So, and if you have any problems, just please let me know. Jeff@jeffheggie.com, and I'll make sure you get all that for free. So once you've got those all written out, some of the same things we talk about, with my morning routine, I talk about writing out your goals and reading them every morning, reading them again at night before you go to bed. That's what they said. Read them every single day, but then stop, close your eyes, and feel what it would be like if those things were true. We've talked about this before. Visualization. That last moment before you fall asleep. Spend that time visualizing. But as you're doing this, as you read your goals every day, take a moment, stop, visualize what it would be like, what it would feel like if those were true. Then, write out what it is you would have to believe to make those true. Not the things that you currently believe. You don't believe that you're qualified. You don't believe you deserve these things. You don't believe all the different things. What would you have to believe for all these things to be true? Then what he said he did was he took those beliefs and recorded them. So every day when he's in his car, he could listen to them. He could listen to the things that he would have to be, he would have to believe, and he would have to do to be able to achieve those goals. So he was reviewing his goals every day. He was closing his eyes to see what it would feel like if all those things were true, and listening to his own recordings of the things he had to believe. So then he talked about how this helped him, because as he did all these things, as he put the time into figuring out his goals, how it would make him feel, the things he had to believe, he started using this visualization and this whole process to start achieving these goals. But what he had to do as well is figure out the things that he needed to do. He needed to figure out what the behaviors were. He needed to figure out what the things he would need to do step by step to achieve these goals. And then he'd start putting those things into practice, breaking them down. So just looking at John Assaraf, and like I said, if you don't know John, he's done some amazing things. And for him to say this is what he did to change his life, I want you to look at the things that we've been talking about. You know, getting clarity, figuring out your goals through the Momentum series, going through that whole process, having your goals. Every morning, writing out your goals, reading them, and go through the process. Close your eyes. What would it feel like if all those goals were achieved? And then what would you have to believe? You know, this might seem like a whole lot of work. In reality, it's not. But if something like this can work for someone like John Assaraf, isn't it worth giving it a try? Isn't it worth going through the momentum questions every morning, writing out your goals, visualization, doing all these things? Isn't it worth the effort? How bad do you want to do these things? How bad do you want to achieve those goals? Go to jeffheggie.com/mindset and you'll be able to get those morning mindset questions. Go to jeffheggie.com, get my free momentum series. I want to supply you with the tools that you can put the effort in to do these things and see how these things can change your life. You know, when we look at the things that can happen, when we look at the power of visualization, activating your RAS, all those different things, isn't it worth the try? Isn't it worth trying the mindset questions for a month? Isn't it worth setting your goals using the Momentum series? Give it a try. Send me a DM, email me, whatever you want to do. Let me know your thoughts. Be accountable to them, because on Monday, I'm going to ask you what you're going to do during the week to get you closer to that bigger goal. And then on Friday, I'm going to follow up and ask you, have you done those things? All right. Thanks for being with me. Please go do this. Give it a try. 30 days minimum. Give it a try. Talk to you again tomorrow.